everyone, today I'm gonna test out some Lush makeup. This was all gifted to me, by the way. Disclaimer. This is not sponsored though, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna test out everything I have. I'll show you multiple different lipstick shades. Lush do have a new range of concealers. I don't have any of the concealers, so I'm just gonna put on a non-Lush concealer underneath. I haven't put a crazy amount of concealer on, just a tiny bit. It's kind of smushed up against the box in here. This one, I've clearly touched it when I've had some other makeup on my hand and it's got like smudges of red all over it. Again, it's not completely melted or anything, but it's getting a little bit messy. And last but not least, this one's probably in the best condition. The Slapstick foundations are £14.13. They come in completely recyclable little cardboard boxes and they're dipped in wax at the bottom. They're coconut oil based. So that's the big thing that I think a lot of people were shocked by, scared of, intrigued by. So let's just get into trying one of these out. I'm going to start by trying 4C and see how that looks on me. You can do it with a brush or with your fingers. To start off with, I'm just going to swipe it on and do it with my fingers, but I will use a brush in a minute and just see how that goes. Looks a little bit too light for me. It made my skin look pretty bad up close. This is 11N. So this side has a thin layer on, this side has nothing. Can you see any difference? Oh, a clump of it just fell on the floor. I'm liking the look of this one up close a lot more, the texture on my skin. I don't like the feeling of putting it on with my fingers. I'll try it with a brush now, see if that's any different. It feels, I don't know, a bit greasy and grim. Okay, I have a Body Shop face brush. I blended out pretty well with the brush. It feels greasy though. I quite like runny liquid foundations personally, so this is just very different for me. That side done with brush, that side done with my fingies. I'll just do my chin, my nose and my forehead and then check in with you in a minute. So here is a full face of the 11N foundation. I actually like the look of this close up. So far, I quite like it. I'm not going to put a powder on yet. I'm going to leave it for now. Later on in the day, if I decide to put a powder on, I'll film it. I'm going to really quickly go and do all the rest of my makeup, but not my lips, and then I'll come back and do some swatches of these different lipsticks for you. I have got a bit of lip liner on because I always wear lip liner with everything and I wear the same one pretty much. First shade I'm going to pop on is called Liverpool. It's described as demi-matte, medium to light nude, a gorgeous coral shade giving a peachy springtime pout all year round. I have a couple of things to complain about. I've used a couple of these before and I've noticed they don't wind down. You can wind them up as much as you want, but they don't wind down. You have to push it down. And I'm so nervous of doing it because I don't want to damage it. It's squashing it. Oh, there we go. Now after I've pushed it down, there's like some of the product has sort of crumbled off on the outside. Second complaint, it's a beautiful consistency. It feels lovely and soft. It looks beautiful, I think, but it does crumble sometimes. I had a few little clumps of it had crumbled off on my lips and I had to kind of blend that in or wipe them off. Up close, clumpy bits aside, the texture is very beautiful. It's a nice kind of slightly shiny glossiness to it. Very easy to take off, by the way. Next is the shade Quinella. Quinella is described as a satin medium light nude, rose quartz and pastel pink combined for a cotton candy coloured lip with a subtle shine. Oh my god, that one just wound down. Look, this is the first one I have tried and it winds down. Okay, maybe I was a bit too harsh. Maybe I just got like a bad one or something. I swear I've tried it several times with several different ones and they didn't wind down. This one wasn't at all crumbly like the other one was, but it was a little bit stiff to kind of get going. But once it warmed up on my skin, it's a really beautiful texture up close. I have very dry lips at the minute and I forgot to exfoliate them before this, but this lipstick, more than the last one, seems to like completely hidden that. They're very easy to take off actually, and I really like that. I will try a darker colour next and we'll see if that's any different. But I really appreciate that in a lipstick. because I often will put lipstick on in the morning, go out somewhere and then change my mind within a few hours and I want to take it off. So I can just scoff on my lunch and not have to worry about it. So next, this is the colour Rigor. Set your smile ablaze with a soft sheen of burnt orange opulence. Really beautiful consistency close up, a really nice finish again. This one took quite a bit longer to get going than the others. The whole top lip, I was kind of rubbing it for ages and it didn't really get warmed up until I started on my bottom lip, and then I went over it again. They all feel very beautiful. They feel really nice. They don't feel heavy. I don't think they look particularly heavy. They have this way of being pigmented. They can be really bold colours, but they also don't look particularly heavy. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look like a really thick product on my face. I think that's very pretty. That was a bit of a bolder colour and it still came off just as easily. Next we have the colour Milano. The website describes this as a demi-matte red with brown undertones. Warm hues of red create a toffee apple shade with a scattering of sparkle that's perfect for winter. I actually really like it. I was terrified of this colour and I kind of messed up the outline of my lips a little bit, but I managed to save it. It's quite easy to do a nice shape with these lipsticks, I feel like. And this one up close, it looks like a cool toned bit of glittery shimmer in there. Let's see how easy this one is to get off. This is the real test, isn't it? It wasn't difficult to get off, but I have given myself clown face. This one isn't retracting. Again, look, this is one I'm gonna have to push down. This next shade is called Lin's, and I have this in the form of one of the Naked lipstick refills. The idea being you can either buy a refillable lipstick tube from Lush or use an old lipstick tube of your own and you buy the Naked refills and refill your lipstick. So I have this Wonder Woman MAC lipstick that I bought years and years and years ago. I used it maybe once or twice, but I primarily bought it for the packaging at the time, and I've always held on to it because I knew someday I would be able to use it for something cool, and thanks to Lush, today's that day. So I emptied out the lipstick, which actually took me a little bit longer than I expected. It took a while to dig it all out and clean the tube up. And then you take the Naked lipstick refill and hold on to the little tip of wax and peel it upwards. Then peel off the wax from around the bottom and then pop it in your lipstick tube. And then hopefully yours won't break like mine did. I went and fixed it off camera and I think it's fine as long as I keep it rolled down a bit. It worked fine when I put it on my lips, didn't fall off or anything, so I think it's gonna be okay. A fun and fanciful deep lilac and rose shade that shimmers in the light and leaves you feeling as sweet as sherbet. Now, last but not least, we have Winderheck. Probably saying that wrong. Winderheck is described as a demi-matte light nude, delicate hues of pastel peach and pearlescent pink blend for a playful nude lip that will glimmer subtly in the sunlight. So this is probably my favourite one so far. This is the kind of colour I'm most likely personally to wear day to day. It has a really beautiful finish and I can see why they would describe it as pearlescent. It does have this kind of glowy shine to it. Definitely my favourite one. I'm going to tidy this up and then I will wear this makeup the rest of the day and let you know how I get on with it. Okay, I'm really sorry about the noisy washing machine. I've got some of the Lush Emotional Brilliance face powder. I'm just patting it on, I'm not rubbing it. And then I worry that if this is supposed to look a bit glossy, that just covering it in powder might make it look a bit odd. If you're really powdering a glossy, shiny, finished kind of foundation, maybe it's just not the kind of foundation you want to be wearing. Maybe you want one that is already a bit more matte. It is 22.5. I feel greasy. It doesn't look too bad. It does start to crease around here a little bit, but not too much really. Doesn't look too bad unless I'm just really blind. So today I've been testing out Lush makeup. I've worn it once before and you gave me a weird look, but I was wearing the wrong shade to be fair and I looked a bit creepy. I've had this on for quite a long time now. Would you say I'm a shiny queen or a greasy bean?
Well, you look really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, you look really pretty.
What about the texture of it? Is it settling into my face weirdly? Do you think it looks...
We don't look greasy or anything. You look a bit shiny. But I think you've negated it with the powder slightly. I've got a cat.
You're such a makeup guru. What about the lipstick? 'Cause this is a Lush lipstick as well.
Well, that's nice.
The description is pearlescent. Do you know what pearlescent means?
Yeah. I played Need for Speed Underground.
What?
Someone will get that.
Nice texture?
Yeah.
Want to kiss it?
Yeah, go on in. Gross.
How many shiny beans out of 10?
8.5.
8.5. That's not bad. What are you deducting points for?
Well, because I don't want to give you too high a score. Well, because otherwise there's not much room to go up from there, is there?
Fair enough. Thanks for your input.
But you're a 10.
I'm a 10 in 8.5 makeup.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hello. Shiny queen or a greasy bean?
Certain angles, it does look greasy a little bit.
I'm just about to pop out to the shops and I'm gonna take the foundation off. I'm feeling extra greasy today. I could powder it again and maybe it would look okay, but I don't want to keep having to powder it. I'd just rather wear a foundation that doesn't do this. It's kind of frustrating because sometimes I really like the way the foundation looks. There we go, got my spots out again. I feel a hell of a lot better. My final thoughts on this Lush makeup. The foundation, unfortunately, is gonna be a no from me. The first day that I wore it all day, the longer I wore it, the more I started to like it. I powdered it quite a bit and I really was enjoying the way it looked, but I only managed to wear it for another half a day before I just felt so greasy and uncomfortable that I wanted to take it off. So I can't say that I would recommend it, but I know there are other people that love it. So don't necessarily write it off if you're interested in trying it out. I did actually have a breakout of some little spots on the exact point where my glasses sit. I never usually get spots in this location. I'm hesitant to blame it all on the foundation. It was also leading up to my time of the month, my period, so I do get spots around then, but I never ever normally get them here. I had been wearing my glasses on top of the foundation, not necessarily blaming it on the foundation, but that is a very unusual place for me to get spots. However, the lipsticks I really like. There are some negative things about them, but overall I really do love their lipsticks. This is my favorite one, I think. This is Winderheck. I've been wearing this the past few days. I am considering making this my wedding lipstick. I'm gonna test it out for a bit longer and try some different makeup looks and things, but I really love this. It's really comfortable. I think it looks very natural. It feels really nice, doesn't feel dry, chalky. I do reapply it, but it's not, this isn't the kind of lipstick and the shade of lipstick where I think you'll really be able to tell if I don't. If it just wore away, it would just look like my lips. I also really loved the reds. I don't wear red very much, if ever, but those reds were very nice. I found it very easy to do a nice shape with the lipsticks. I think they have a really interesting range of colours, though I will say they look very different, some of them in the tubes and then on your lips. So look at swatches if you can. I think they have swatches of most of them on the products on their website, and I love the idea of the refillable one. One of Lush's refillable lipstick cases is £7.95 and then the lipstick refills are £8.50, or a lipstick in the recycled plastic packaging is £13.50. In conclusion, personally I think that the lipsticks, very nice, I like them. The foundation I cannot say the same for. I hope you enjoyed this video, hope it helped you out if you're interested in trying some Lush makeup. Thank you so much to Lush for sending me these bits to review. I really appreciate it. Give me a comment if you've got anything you want to say to me. Give me a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Tucker, come say goodbye. Come on. Boop, 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 boop. Bye bye.